but that's okay.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the Hasan broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. Folks, we're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is Wednesday. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday, hump day. I got a very funny mention in the Variety article. I know Connor Eats Pants sent it to me. We'll talk about that. Superman Super Woke. Oh, I forgot to watch the Neff dunking on Betar without even trying. This went a little viral, actually, as a matter of fact, and let's hit that with a retweet. I was gonna cover this Superman Super Woke. I briefly covered it yesterday. Betar got real fucking mad, and Willie Boy and I went and watched Superman Super Woke together. And this motherfucker had tears in his eyes. I don't know if he actually revealed this to you guys, but I swear to God, Will is a major DC head, okay? He's a major DC fanboy. He grew up with DC. He's always been a DC fan. He's always loved comic books. He's always loved comic book movies. Caroline told us about it all last night. I mean, I teared up too. I've definitely teared up. But Will literally was actually crying, which was kind of cool. He loved it. He was like, movies are back. DC is back. And it really is. It really is. It was a very faithful comic book adaptation, and I was very stoked to watch it. I've obviously given you my takes, but here's what Will, I guess, had to say about at least a part of the movie.
But the most brilliant thing that Gunn did was Baravia is Israel, obviously, and they're cartoonishly evil in the film, right? So no one who supports Israel can look at it and go, well, Baravia is supposed to be Israel, because they then would have to admit that what they are doing in real life is cartoonishly evil. It's such a brilliant, Baravia made you think of Israel? What about it? What about what they were doing? No, tell. No, tell. No, go ahead, tell me. The supervillain stuff? Is that what reminded you of them? Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's just comic book stuff, man. It's just
Yeah, why you got to bring politics into everything? Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, Baravia was also... Superman was created by two Jewish immigrants in like the 30s. And ironically enough, Baravia was also invented by these two Jewish immigrant writers way before Israel even existed. But its modern adaptation of Baravia, this like fictional country that is maybe really close to a real country, was a deliberate choice. And I love it personally because like there's been a lot of back and forth on this stuff, and even Variety wrote about it, and they were talking about, is it Israel, is it not Israel? But I think James Gunn did a decent job of just like offering plausible deniability. He did a decent job of like doing it in a way where it's like very clearly what it is. And I was thinking about this. I was talking to someone about this actually, and they were like, hey, do you not remember like James Gunn is the one who made the Nazi killer thing? Because like I was watching on HBO the animated DC sequence. I forget what it is. It's like not Suicide Squad, but it's like kind of... What was it called? Oh, Creature Commandos. And it's really good. Creature Commandos is really good. And I forgot that was James Gunn as well. And Creature Commandos is like very openly anti-fascist. Creature Commandos is very openly anti-fascist. And like there is a character in it, the GI robot. And it's a GI robot that they created specifically to kill Nazis. And this robot is then like bought and refurbished by like a dude who is, you know, an alt-right Nazi guy in modern day. And he brings him into the fucking Nazi meeting. And GI Robot's like, oh, these guys are fucking Nazis. It just starts killing all of the Trump supporters who are in this like in this room, like just straight doming them. It's a fucking fantastic segment in Creature Commandos, and it made me I remembered like, oh yeah, that was Gunn. Wow, one Superman movie and everyone is pro gun now. Yeah, no more gun control. Hashtag liberate the gun. It's obvious that James Gunn does have these politics. I totally had forgotten that's like the type of dude, that's like the type of mentality that he has on this. Yeah, Forbes and Variety both wrote about this. Variety wrote a new day for DC, breaking down Superman salaries, budgets, and more. Studio fast tracks Wonder Woman and its future. They're not going with Gal Gadot, by the way. No Kal-El, no. But also, Nicholas Hoult, who plays archvillain Lex Luthor, nabbed $2 million payday. Guys, can I ask a question without people saying, like, I'm out of touch and super rich or whatever? But am I crazy? I feel like back in the day when, like, top actors were in big budget productions like this, they would make more than 2 mil. Isn't that low? Like, that's a shit ton of money. Don't misunderstand me, but I feel like when movie stars would be like a villain in a franchise flick like this, they would get way, 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 way higher fucking fees than this, right? Is there something changing in Hollywood, or is Nicholas Hoult just not considered like a top actor, like an A-lister? Is he considered like a B-lister? Is that what it is? But even if he's a B-lister, it's like wild that he is, I mean, he's the main antagonist in this fucking DC franchise flick. Like, that's crazy. That actually was like a little bit shocking. The film cost $225 million, another $125 million to market globally. The latter including pricey stunts like a Superman figure hovering over the apex of London's tallest building, blah, blah, blah. Typically, film stars earn top salaries, but in this case, Gunn was by far the highest earner, pulling in 20 times more than David Corenswet and Rachel Brosnahan, Lois Lane, who each earned 750 bills. The Gunn's 15 million. What? Bro. That's crazy. My dude made 700. Dude, what kind of a fucking planet are we living in where I, a fucking random Twitch streamer, can get approached with a one-day advertisement scheme that I said no to famously, if you guys recall, where I would get paid more than motherfucking an actor in a Hollywood. What is going on? The thing that I'm talking about was what was it? Predicted or Polymarket? Polymarket wanted me to Polymarket wanted to sponsor my election coverage, and the starting ask from them, which means that they would go up a lot more, was $1 million. And I said no to it because I was like, I'm not gonna fucking do a gambling ad for politics. What are you, crazy? But and then a day later, they got raided by the FBI. But that's besides the point. My larger point here is, like, it's crazy that, like, I can be approached as a Twitch streamer for a higher fucking, a higher paid gig for one day than, like, the fucking protagonist of Superman. Oh, by the way, Polymarket. Trump administration ends Polymarket investigations without charges. Shouts out to Polymarket. Totally exonerated. Nothing wrong. No wrongdoing, because the Trump administration has decided they're cool. So maybe I should have taken that mill, or maybe I should have demanded $3 million and then taken it. I don't know. They probably get hella royalties and money from merchandise. No, I know, but they used to get that back in the day too, for the record. So, like, this means that, like, they're getting that and they're getting points and, like, the salary, which means that the salary is, like, significantly lower. Nicholas Hoult got $2 million, more than Superman. That's crazy. Warner Brothers declined to comment. But in any case, Superman largely avoided stepping into culture wars until too late in the film's run-up to make a difference. Gunn's brother Sean, who plays Maxwell Lord in the film, told Variety at the premiere, "We love our immigrants. Yes, Superman is an immigrant. And yes, the people that we support in this country are immigrants. And if you don't like that, you're not American." On the other side of the political divide, Frank Grillo, who plays Rick Flag Sr., sparked a ripple of anti-MAGA outrage when he liked an opening weekend social media post released by the White House depicting President Donald Trump as Man of Steel, with the caption, "The symbol of hope." Wait, what? Frank Grillo, who plays Rick Flag Sr., liked the Trump thing? Ew. Gross. Anyway, whatever. But one hot button issue is resonating with some moviegoers. Pro-Palestinian activists and influencers are hailing the film on social media for what they see as an overt rebuke of Israel in the wake of its deadly military campaign in Gaza. In the film, Lex Luthor has started a foreign war and is making billions off the conflict. The aggressor nation, dubbed Bavaria, drops bombs and oppresses his desert neighbor until Superman saves the day. Twitch streamer Hassan Piker, who has a massive following, called the film 2 hours and like 10 minutes of fuck Israel the entire time, a sentiment echoed across social media on opening weekend. However, the film's timeline might not align with Israel as a stand-in for Bavaria. Gunn turned in his script on May 2023, months before the current Israel-Gaza conflict escalated. Yeah, except it was an ongoing incident, and it hasn't started on October 7. It was definitely a thing that was existing far before October 7. And not only that, but also, you know, you can still add, you can still make tweaks on the villainous character after you have put the script in. It's not like an unchanging situation. Also, Bavaria existed in the comics before Israel was a state. Also, Brittany Broski had David Cornsweet on, and I'm feeling like maybe I could do that too, but I don't know. I feel like I might be too a little bit too controversial for Hollywood still at this stage, especially given, I say Bavaria, sorry, Boravia, especially given my current takes. Anyway, bro, he's a gamer. He'll never come on. A little too spicy. No shot you could get him. Hasan is too ambitious. I love that. I mean, I don't think it's that ambitious. If you don't step on any landmines, you can do that. But I like that in the process of me going through this story, I revealed that like I turned down an opportunity to be paid more than David Cornsweet for one day of work. And you're still in here being like, nah, dude, you're just ambitious like that. No, I don't think so. I think we live in a very different age now where streamers do have fucking motion. And I was wrong. You know, podcasters and streamers, we got motion. Gunn says in this video from yesterday that some of the movie is now more relevant than when he wrote it.
Things in the world today in reality. In fact, a few things that are more like the world today than when we made the movie 2 years ago. But it really was all from a storytelling perspective of what would Superman...
I wonder what he could be referencing when he says that. It's perfect, though. It's a perfect statement because he could just literally be like, oh, Superman's an immigrant and this administration is anti-immigrant. And it's very obvious, like, this is Superman getting attacked relentlessly about anti-immigrant. He could say it about Ukraine and Russia if he wanted to, but we know what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down, big dog. Okay. Also, it is pretty funny. I'm just realizing at this moment, and maybe it's because I'm stupid and I didn't realize it, but like, it's pretty funny that his character on Creature Commandos is a self-insert. Like, he just made himself like super hot and brolic in Creature Commandos. Like, the main character in Creature Commandos is literally him, like the same hair and everything. Hashtag the gun is aimed at Israel. We're all hashtag reloading the gun. Isn't James Gunn a pedophile? I saw his tweets. Are we really doing this still? Like, who is still doing this in 2025? Who the fuck is still doing this in 2025? It's like, I don't like, this is the one guy. This is the lonely Japanese Imperial Army soldier holding on to the notion that the Philippines is Japanese territory still. It's a Japanese colony 30 years after the war ended. He's like, nah, dude, I live for this shit. Okay? You don't understand. This motherfucker made edgy tweets. Bro, it's literally Rick Flag Sr., not fucking James Gunn. I think he made himself. I think he just like made the hair like that. I just feel like it's a self-insert a little bit.